They say you should never trust a smile that lasts too long. I am not crazy, I am not crazy, I swear it happened just like I said it did. My neighbor was smiling at me with a grin that seemed to stretch across his whole face like the painted on lips of a porcelain doll, and then he leaned in and said, I know what you did under the floorboards, and my heart stopped beating. It was like the sound of a wet sponge being torn apart, and I knew I was trapped in some kind of nightmare that I could not wake up from. I was rummaging through his garage looking for that old lawnmower engine my dad and him used to tinker with on Saturday afternoons, and I stumbled upon a shovel with a rusty blade that looked like it had been buried in something for years, and then I saw it a small room with a door that blended seamlessly into the wall like a piece of skin that looks like translucent parchment paper over grey muscle, and I knew something was off. He told me it was just a storage closet, but I could smell the rotting meat masked by cheap vanilla spray, and I saw the way his eyes darted around the room like a trapped animal, and I felt a chill run down my spine that felt like a wet finger tracing the spine of a fish. And then he said, let me show you something, and I knew I was done. He led me down to the basement and showed me this blueprint that seemed to be hand-drawn on a piece of old cardboard, and it had a room labelled with my name and a date that seemed to be yesterday, and I felt like I was looking at a photograph of myself sleeping in the neighbour's trash mail, but I knew it was more than that. It was like seeing the ghost in a crowded room, and the sound of all those whispers seemed to be echoing in my head. He leaned in again and whispered, we have to talk about this, but before he could say another word the sound of scurrying rodents filled the air, and I knew something was coming for us, and I was not sure if it was the police or the neighbour's dog or something far more sinister. I am not crazy, I am not crazy, I swear it happened just like I said it did. But now the clock on the wall just stopped at 3:14 am, and the sun outside seems to have failed to rise, and I am left with this feeling that I am trapped in some kind of twisted game where the rules keep changing and the stakes get higher and higher, and I am not sure if I am playing by the right rules. Edit for the people saying this is fake. I literally have the police at my door right now, and they seem to be looking for something, and I think it might be me, and I am starting to wonder if I should be scared of what they find or what they do not find, and the sound of my own heartbeat seems to be getting louder and louder like a scream in my ear, and I know I have to get out of here before it's too late.